How are we today? Are we doing good? Hello! Oh, just so you know, before you all criticize me, I'm calling it Moist Tuesday because it's raining outside, not because of some horrific thing. Hi. Hi. Just so you know, I'm not late. I've been sat waiting for you now to load. But here I am. Hi. Do do do. Okay. I will tell people that the party has commenced. Oh, how are we all doing? Dan, you were late, naughty. No, I said half past, and I'm just late because I was waiting for the website to load, so. Hey, you sound like my French teacher. Thanks, Cody. Horny, said somebody. Why is everyone typing horny? That's just a bit worrying. There's other websites that are better for this than live shows. Do do do. Done that now. Hi, everybody. How are we all? Do do. Unfortunately, I'm not drunk this Tuesday, so won't be doing any of that glorious waffling. Hello, from the Netherlands, said Junaidi. That's a cool name. I saw a video some people made earlier because it was my 6th year anniversary of my YouTube channel this week, and also it's the 3-year anniversary of my first ever YouTube video. Oh my god, I'm so happy for me. Shindig is such a funny word. It is, isn't it? I was sat there thinking, I'm running out of words for party. Gathering? No, that's a bit lame. Tea party? No, that just sounds weird. And then I was like, shindig. Oh yeah, so that's what's happening. This is a shindig. That's what's going down. Thanks, Amy, for telling everybody BRB need to shit. That's Amy G. Everybody is just announcing that to the world. Amy G, everybody. Hi. Someone said they're supposed to be revising for German, but I'm distracting them. That's not good. Oh no. Dan, did you watch? Oh no, not going to read that out loud because of spoilers. Right. So what have you all been up to today? Give me a concise description of your Tuesday in one little phrase. Can you do that? In one word. It's a tough challenge. Ellen L got phone raped. Oh dear. I'll presume that meant someone did something to your phone. Shit went down. Depression. Moist. Sucked. College. Waiting for your live show. Rainy and cold. Yes, it is a moist day, isn't it? Shit Tuesday, said Becky H. Oh no. I probably shouldn't swear, because I can imagine some people probably listening to this and their mum are in the room, and they hear some guy shout the S word out of their monitor. Oops. Charlotte is supposed to be doing maths. Help. No, I've left maths behind. It's so funny. You know how everyone always says, you'll never need to apply any of this to the rest of your life ever. I haven't. I don't even write anymore. Like seriously, I can't even apart from like when Phil's like, let's do the drawing it. I can't even remember the last time I picked up a pen to write something. I think that like what happened? It was the Christmas holidays or something at uni, at college, and it was the winter exams in January. And I basically like when I'm just like typing up notes when I was in my lectures, I just used to use a laptop. And then obviously, why would I ever use a pen and paper? So then it got to exam season, and they were like, okay, now you have to do your final exam. I was like, I tried to write, and I was just like, oh God, what the hell am I? And I was just looking at it, and I was like, my writing was completely, totally illegible. Who even uses a pen anymore? I feel like in the future, everyone will just be slamming their faces against iPads. That's the future of exams, guys. Do do do. That's me during the summer. What about balancing your checkbook? I suppose there's programs for that, isn't there? So you don't really need to worry about that. You just put stuff in and it'll add it all up for you. And even there's like a one button calculator thing on a Mac keyboard. Excuses for shit handwriting. Yeah. Well, I already had shitty handwriting, so then this was my already terrible handwriting, and the fact that I'm left-handed meant that I dragged the ink across the page as it's drying. So what I wrote already looked crap, but then if you combine that with me not writing anything for about 4 months and then suddenly having to go, oh God, for 3 hours, then it just wasn't. Someone says they use a pen to press the keys on their laptop sometimes. How is that even convenient? Why would that ever be the right thing to do? You are just crap, Dan. Okay, so I feel like I should start my live shows with like, what you missed on Dan this week. I was on Tumblr. Oh, I don't want to. I don't want to get to the gold stuff. Is this being laggy for people or smooth? Either type laggy or smooth into the chat, and then I'll see what it's like. But don't. I mean like actually laggy, not just like casual internet connection. Laggy, smooth, snapshot, snapshot, snapshot. No, that's guys. I asked for laggy or smooth. Bit of both. Biznat. Laggy. Okay. I might try smooth. The shelf behind you is gorgeous. Show me all the things on it. Okay, I'll do that before I leave. A new addition to my room is that giant floor pillow, but we introduced you to that guy last week. Then I have my giant 7-foot, Guild Wars wall poster that's going to take up the wall above my piano there. That chunk that's going to have a giant wall poster on it. But yeah, bear, amber lamp with mosquitoes, in case I ever want to try and extract DNA and make Jurassic Park. An original Wirrow painting under kind of a creepy shrine to an artist called Wirrow, which is just a bunch of paintings by him. So, there we go. I suppose it's if you guys have like a Doctor Who shrine or a Harry Potter shrine or just like loads of candles pointing at a picture of Harry Styles above your bed, then that's what it's kind of like for me. Oh, hello. Oh, well, Phil appeared. What are you up to?
I just had a really disappointing strawberry yogurt. It was horrible.
And what's Phil been up to? He had a disappointing strawberry yogurt.
I was so excited to eat it. I was like, I can't wait to eat this. And it was in the fridge, and I was like, okay, this is the strawberry yogurt moment.
Yogurt. Strawberry yogurt.
And it tasted horrible.
And that's your day.
That's my day.
Other people have been at college, and someone said that they went on an adventure, and you've just had a disappointing strawberry mousse.
Yeah, very first world problem.
The life of Phil. The life of Phil. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. I'm in the room with my router now. Work a bit better. But yeah, in case you guys didn't know, okay, thumbs up if you've ever heard of the milk fic. People are already going, oh God, where's this going? It's a fan fiction involving milk. That's kind of a bit, well, it's not that bad compared to some of the stuff on the internet, but I imagine for most people who don't go out of their way to see people covering themselves in poo, it's a pretty scary thing involving milk. Anyway, I get people already going, no Dan, don't. Someone has written a fan fiction about skin peeling, and it's kind of amazing. I can imagine it probably gives a lot of people horrific nightmares, but I'm just going to say this now, I'm not going to dwell on it. But if you want to be a bit sick, or be horrified by something, or laugh a lot, it depends on how you take things. You're either just going to throw up all over your keyboard, or you're just going to cry laughing a bit. Just search skin fic and brace for the worst. I'm telling you now. Yeah. It's funny because Phil was like, oh God, and I was like, oh, that's amazing. Props to the writer. Classic. But yeah. Oops, I'd rather not. Trust me, if you'd rather not, you'd rather not. I'm going to say that now. You have hot eyebrows, said Emily P. Thanks. Yes, they're just normal eyebrows. I suppose they could be massive, like, thick caterpillar things, like Charlie from Busted, whose face was mostly eyebrows. Poor guy. God, I find it funny that when Busted broke up, he was like, I'm going to be in like serious band right now, and then James Bourne was like, yeah, I'm going to make this band called Son of Dork that are the worst thing ever. Oh dear. Who was it involving? Well, the milk fic was, I think it was originally written for Brendan and Ryan Ross from Panic at the Disco. I think someone actually wrote the skin fic just for me and Phil, which is fantastically disturbing and horrific. So that's great. That's what you've missed on the internet this week. Did we like my new video? The view count's frozen for like 2 days, so I don't know how well it's gone. Did we like the video? It's got like the most likes of any video I've ever had, which is good. I think people just like me relating to their awful lives. Oh, fandoms. Okay, type into the chat now. Unless you're gonna say me, I don't count for this. Like, if it's a TV show or a band, I want you to either, because the thing is, you can be a fan of something, but not be a member of the fandom, because being a member of the fandom is like, I obsessively look at GIFs of things and stuff like that. So, I mean, I like Game of Thrones, but I don't know if I'd say I'm a member of the Game of Thrones fandom, because I don't really go out of my way to spend loads of time outside of just watching the show. A lot of people are saying Doctor Who. Belieber! Larry! Helen R said, I'm not in a fandom. You don't have to be. You can just enjoy stuff without the whole fandom thing. One Direction, Johnny Depp, Sherlock, Doctor Who, Merlin, Harry Potter. Very British. Nice. The Hunger Games. I feel sorry for people who are members of book fandoms. Like, surely, member of the Hunger Games fandom, you're like, oh yeah, oh my god, oh yeah, and then you finish reading Mockingjay, and then you're just like, what now? My life has no purpose. Is this the end? Oh god, just knowing that there will never be anything more once you finish that last thing, other than a film, which probably won't be as good. Ba, ba, ba. Rachel N is a member of the Delia Smith fandom. I feel actually quite sorry for Delia Smith, seriously. I feel like one day she's gonna just go onto the internet and be like, what the... She's gonna start crying because of cyberbullying, and that's not what I want. I just want to be her lover. Then I gotta get with her friends. This is not descending into a Spice Girls karaoke session. TMI someone? Do that. This is exactly what being a Hunger Games fan is like. Oh no. It's the worst. It's the worst. But yeah, oh my god, so many TV shows have come back recently. Homeland, and Dexter, and The Walking Dead, and something else, and me keeping up with Great British Bake Off. Seriously, it's been an intense TV week. Someone said they don't have a fandom, they need one. You don't need one. I don't know if I'd say that I'm properly a member of any fandoms. I'd say I've had periods where I was obsessed with True Blood and I'd like go on Tumblr and look at it and stuff like that. But you know, like saying you're a member of a fandom it's something more intense than just like reblogging a picture of some Adventure Time fan art. You know what I mean? Or maybe I am. But yeah, I've still been watching Full Metal Alchemist, which is very good if you're into anime. Even if you're not into anime, actually. I mean, even if you're not into anime, I really recommend you watch Full Metal Alchemist because it's excellent. Someone said, has London been fun so far? Yeah, I way prefer living here to Manchester. No offense to Manchester, because Manchester was lovely. And it was kind of nicer because it was like a smaller and stuff like that, but it's just... I know more people in London, so that's more fun. But yeah, my next video is going to be a collab again, which is good because can't do too many of the same videos in a row. Because my unanswerable questions video with Alex Day did quite well, which was funny because I thought that'd just be kind of informal video. With who? Said somebody. Wouldn't you like to guess? You can guess. I'm not going to say anything. Everyone's just going to type British YouTuber names into the chat now, and I'm just not going to say anything. Wouldn't be a surprise. No, it's not Michael Aranda. One day. I actually wanted to do my unanswerable questions video with Michael Aranda, but then I was like, I might not actually see him in person for a year. So, my dreams of Arandan being real will just have to be put on hold, and I'll do it with Alex Day. Phil! Just kidding. No, that's the Super Amazing Project. That's every Monday. Tyler Oakley. No, I'm like the only guy that didn't collab with Tyler Oakley. I wish I did. And guys, wow, Supernote Flash update. Still do, still landsliding ahead. I feel like I don't know. I feel like I probably wouldn't be. Us guys probably wouldn't be winning so much if I didn't post the Supernote video on Danisnotonfire. Um, but I like that I haven't really followed it up or needed to. I've just kind of did that one thing. So that's great. That's how awesome we are. Whoop whoop. One Direction. No, not on Danisnotonfire. On the Radio 1 YouTube channel, I did some things with One Direction. They got loads of views. Bloody One Direction fans. Got 500,000. Charles Trippy? No, he's not a British YouTuber. Dude. Will you come to Scotland? I've already been to Scotland a couple times. I'll probably go again though. Neramon, no, I just did a video with Neramon. Be any kind of dinosaur, what would you be? An ankylosaurus? Oh my god, seriously, like, okay, right, let's do this now. Science with Dan, Science with Dan. If you're, of course, if you're on a computer, some of you probably might be watching this on a mobile, probably were in the future. If you press Alt Tab or Apple Tab to open a new tab, or just open a new tab, just type in Ankylosaurus, which is Ankyl, as in Ankylosaurus. Let's talk about ankylosauruses for a second, because if I had to be a dinosaur, it would probably be an ankylosaurus. What my problem is, you know, when you think of T-Rexes, you're like, okay, I understand how they could have just evolved, because you look at lizards now and you're like, they're just small dinosaurs, and they could have come from stuff. But how does nature get so specific? Because I understand that, like, humans are so weird that we just, like, happened as an accident of nature, but frickin' ankylosauruses are, like, fucking 15-foot long lizard tanks with teeth coming out of their back and a giant mace on the edge of their tail. I mean, like, chameleons and octopuses that change colour, those are weird, but I think it's kind of specific that nature was like, okay, there'll be a little velociraptor, which is just this thing with some legs, and then an ankylosaurus has like a giant spiky back and a hammer for a tail, and a spiky, it's weird. I mean, it's kind of specific, isn't it? Whoa, dinosaurs, you crazy. You. I'm so passionate about ankylosauruses, aren't I? Oh dear. Get a life, Dan. Holy crap, that's amazing, said Amber. What's your favourite movie, said Rianne S. I don't know if I have a single favourite movie ever. Kill Bill, generally both parts of them. That's one of my favourite films. Moulin Rouge was one of my favourite films as a teenager. I was obsessed with Moulin Rouge. I was just like hopelessly in love with Nicole Kidman for, well, probably still am actually. Nicole Kidman was quite extremely flawless in Moulin Rouge, so I liked that a lot. And I had it on tape. I had it on tape, Moulin Rouge, and at the end of the video, they'd have the Lady Marmalade music video. And it's kind of weird that I used to do this. I was like 14, and I just used to watch the video for Lady Marmalade again and again. And I don't know whether it's just because I was being a perv or whether I was like, it's really cool how they were all wearing all these like lingerie stuff. Yeah, it was kind of weird. And I remember once my grandma and her sister, who's like a really kind of like don't talk about sex kind of auntie from Northern England, they were like, "What are you up to, Daniel?" And I was just like, I'm just watching this music video. So then I cringe 9,000. I don't know, looking back on it, I don't know why I did this, but I wasn't even embarrassed at the time. I took the VHS into the room and I made my grandma and her sister watch the video for Lady Marmalade. And it's just, you know, it's like, it's just Pink going like, itchy, itchy, yeah, yeah. And I was just sat there like, isn't this cool? This is a good song, right? And then they were just like, should he be allowed to watch this? Is this kind of too sexy? I think it was probably the last thing I ever owned on tape before tape became dinosaur format. But yeah, oh my god. I always like that with a couple of things. Like, do you guys, some of you might not have been old enough when this song was around, but do you know Satisfaction by Benny Benassi? How's it go? Push me, and then just touch me, till I can get my You know that song. You know that song. You know that song. Basically, I bought the single on CD. Fucking who buys singles on CD? And it came with the music video. If you don't know the music video for Satisfaction by Benny Benassi, it's quite good. Basically, it's a range of attractive women wearing like builders' clothes, kind of cut with a pair of scissors mostly, in slow motion using thing. And I used to just watch it all the time. And I remember for my like 15th birthday party, because obviously all my friends were boys mostly at school then. It was just we all got around in my kitchen, and I was just like, let's watch it. And then there was just a bunch of these 15-year-olds just staring at this monitor, watching women use power tools in slow mo. And now, just looking back, I'm like, and then my mum walked through the kitchen and was like, I'm such a cringe. Like, how at the time didn't I realise that I was such an awful human? So cringe. But then Laura W saying Dirty Dan. At the time, I was just kind of, this is cool. You know what I mean? I wasn't like, oh yeah, I want to watch the butt. I was just like, oh yeah, this is a cool video. I like the song. Singles on tape. God, music on tape. I barely even remember that. The only like physical tape I remember was when I was 5. I bought Spice World by the Spice Girls, and when I say I bought, I mean I think I stole it or something like that. Oh dear. So yeah, that's last tape. I think it's because there was a girl I used to know who was a couple years older than me that was really into the Spice Girls, and I wanted her to be my friend. So I was like, I'm really freaking into the Spice Girls. Yeah, be my friend, cool girl that's 2 years older than me. Thug life, I know, right? Yeah, such a fucking gangster. Just can't control myself. What do you mean? I still have tapes and VCRs. Surely it's like that fat. Do you guys even remember tapes and stuff like that? Were you born into the world of like say yes or no? Do you remember using tape music or VHS? Because I barely do that much. People are saying yes. Catherine W is saying I still have tapes. No. Sydney E is saying no. It's weird, like all these people. I look at that. Look at all those DVDs. That's like because imagine when people spend hundreds or maybe even thousands of pounds on a movie collection, and it was all tapes. And then when DVDs came out, it's like, well, fuck your life. Those look shit and they're pointless and they're really fat. Will that be really pointless in 10 years? Is what I'm wondering. Is there any point in me buying Blu-rays, or is everything just going to be on like little memory sticks? Whoa, whoa. Rianne C just read the skin fic. I'm very sorry that I just did this to you. I apologize. Would you rather have Lego feet or an orange as an iPhone? Was that does that even make sense? Vegas video, Daniel. I'm doing so many things at the moment that aren't the Vegas video. One day, I've been very busy recently, which is why I couldn't do a live show last week, and why my Danisnotonfire had to be postponed. Because me and Phil were doing the stuff at the Teen Awards, which is how we did that video with One Direction, and then we've been very, very busy doing things that we might be able to tell you about soon. But yeah, so that's my lame excuse. I've been busy because of reasons I can't tell you. Great, Dan. Let's have a little Q&A. Oh my, I look so long. I look so long. It's perspective. I'm not an anaconda. Trust me. Okay, I'm lying. I am an anaconda. I'm just full of shit. What's on your right wrist? A table fell on me, and it looks like I got scratched by a tiger, is what happened. You may or may not see this at the end of one of the videos that I'm in this upcoming end of week video time, because it was when I was at the person who I've made a videos with house. It was kind of funny. So, it was actually, it looked quite brutal. I'll show you up close. Cuts. A table fell on me and just removed loads of my arm. It was funny. You'll hear that story. Probs. Do you like Green Day? Yes. How do you like your eggs in the morning? I go through phases. I think I quite like poached eggs, actually. I only tried them for the first time recently. Did you meet Tim Burton? He's my favorite director. I said hi to him because I walked past him. I didn't go up to him because I didn't want to bother him. I don't know. It's a thing with famous people. I mean, like if you're a really big Tim Burton fan and you've queued up to wait behind the fence at like a red carpet to get him to sign your thing, obviously that's super cool. But I wouldn't. I don't like the idea of like if I saw Kanye West, I would not go up to him and be like, "Oh my God, can we get a photo?" Just because I imagine for people that are really famous like that, they must freaking hate it so much. So, I mean, it's okay if you see a YouTuber, then it's like, "Oh hi," and they're like, "Oh hi," because it's cool. But if you're someone like really famous, I can imagine it's just the worst thing ever because all people ever do is ask for photos. So, yeah, when we were at the Frankenweenie premiere, we walked past Helena Bonham Carter, and she just looked really pissed off because she looked like someone who'd basically just had people coming up to her every 5 minutes, going, "Can I have a photo with you? Oh my God, I love you so much! Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God!" Which is obviously, oh, poor Helena Bonham Carter having loads of money and having people tell her I love her, they love her, but I didn't want to. But is that glitter on my face? What is happening? I don't even own anything glittery. What is the world? Jesus. Is that how you felt at Summer in the City? Summer in the City was okay. I kind of felt a bit bad because they didn't. They for security purposes they wouldn't let people just wander around. It was good. I did manage to meet loads of you guys, but it'll be more. But put on some socks, Dan. I should, shouldn't I? No one likes feet. Remember that game we played last week where I tried to like hum the intro to a song? That was such a fail. I should probably. Laura B has just read the skin fic. I'm so sorry. Elbow update. Oh my God, good point. I think it's you can just see some shiny healing things now. I don't think it's going to be a scar. I think it's going to be one of those things that looks like a scar, but then it'll go away after like a month or something. So at the moment, it's the shiny things left. If you haven't, go to YouTube and search Dan's Humps. A girl made a video which is basically like every time I've showed my butt accidentally in a YouTube video and edited it to my humps, and it's kind of really funny. Autumn asks, "What is the skin fic?" It's either something hilarious or horrifying. Good luck. No tiger wrestling stories. Oh yeah, see this slash mark on my elbow and this thing here? Yeah, tiger wrestling. When in reality, it's like a table fell on me and I fell up an escalator. It's oh dear. My life, my awful life. Flat tour, Daniel. I'm pretty sure you've already seen you've had a tour of our apartment through every video ever. So hardcore. I know. I'm so hardcore. That's it's funny because people on Tumblr joke about me being a bit. So, Sophie C said, "You fell up an escalator." Oh, God. Yes. Okay. The internet knows about that. Yeah, I did. I still don't understand. How did a table fall on you? You'll find out. She is doing homework and thinks that her life sucks. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Good luck with your homework. I hope it's finished soon. How much do you plank? Oh God, yeah, the other day I tweeted about this. I was just walking around London and there was like a parky area where loads of people were just chilling out and stuff like that. And there was like a family sitting down, and then there was a bench, and there was an old lady just lying face down on the bench, as in like not like 90 years old, but I'd say that she was an elderly woman, and she was just like full on planking mode lying down on the bench, and I was just like, what the f? So I was just thinking at the time as I walked past, bye Kirsty, who has to go. Good night. I was just because I was walking somewhere, I was just like, why is that old lady planking? Silly old lady. Is someone filming her? Is that going to go on Facebook? Why is that old lady planking? And then when I got home, I was like, no one was looking at that old lady. She might have been dead. What, Dan, why the F would an old lady have been planking? She probably fell over. And yeah, I got home and I was just like, I am an awful human. It was the worst thing ever. If you see an old lady planking, she's not planking, call an ambulance. That's what I've realised. That's the moral of this story. Addie M has school and has to leave. Where are you? In Australia? I don't know. When's the Supernote deadline? Halloween. You got ages. Say literally. Literally. There we go. Is that glitter still on my face? What's happening? What's happening? Let's get an intimate look at Dan's face. No, no glitter. No glitter today. Feet. Oh my god, so unprofessional. So unprofessional, Dan. Wear socks. I'm so awful. I'll wear the hat so I don't keep touching my hair. Because I can imagine it's the most annoying thing ever. Do you like the cushions? Wow, Dan, your live shows are so interesting. Do you like the cushions? Yeah, okay. Oh dear. Can you speak in an Irish accent? Probably, but I don't want to offend everybody, so I'm going to try not to do that. Isn't Paranormal Activity 15, what is it, 4, is out tomorrow or something? Probably going to go see that. Probably going to be a bit crap, but it'll be fun. Fun, and that's what it's all about. That's good. Someone said, Daniel, so hipster. What is a hipster? Define hipster. Everybody type your definition of hipster into the chat. Which is kind of, well, yeah, you know, just do it. Just do it, guys, come on. Wait for these to start flooding in. Someone just typed moist, thank you. Twat, no, I'm not, I'm asking for an actual definition, not just a one-word instant emotional response. People who are too cool for mainstream. Well, I think the definition of hipster is people that intentionally try to do things because they're cool, you know what I mean, as opposed to doing things because they just genuinely like them. For example, a lot of people call PJ a hipster, and that's really offensive because PJ isn't somebody who does something just to be cool because it's obscure and not mainstream. He's just a very creative person that does what he wants, you know what I mean? So it's like a hipster blog is, oh my god, I'm so into like, and then someone died outside, fashion, and oh my god, I just love like Instagram photos of Starbucks because that shows my lifestyle and like space and photography and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's people that try to do things deliberately. So, but it's kind of like Inception is a good example of this. The word incept in the context of the film is to plant an idea into someone's head. Whereas people use the word inception to mean a thing within a thing, don't they? So if it's like any sort of mildly confusing situation, or any time when it's a thing inside a thing, people are like, oh my god, inception, guys, oh my god. And it's like, that's not what inception means, you know what I mean? But it's what they say. So the definition of hipster is somebody who does something kind of for the wrong reasons, because they deliberately try to not be cool. Whereas now it kind of just means anything that isn't, you know what I mean? What does it even mean? Like, if I reblog a picture of some waves, does that make me a hipster? You know what I mean? Like, yes, people define it as a hipstery thing to do, but it doesn't actually, you know what I mean? It's like when people go, oh my god, Dan, you're so hipster. It's like, no, I'm not. I just, I reblogged a picture of the sea because I thought it was cool, so I just reblogged it. I'm not trying to do anything, you know what I mean? I think Joseph Gordon-Levitt said, because people are like, Joseph Gordon-Levitt's such a hipster, and he's like, I'm not a hipster because hipsters don't create. I create, so don't ever call me a fucking hipster. And everyone was like, whoa, JGL, rockstar, Hollywood, oh my god, you're so cool. So, yeah. You can say that I have a hipstery blog, because I know what you mean. If you know, for every gif of a cat burping, I'll reblog some black and white Japanese schoolgirl corpse in space, but I'm not actually a hipster. That's a bit silly. I'm a massive dork, not a hipster. Has Phil's Britney voice improved? He says he's given up on that. Unfortunately, we won't have any more toxic singing from Phil. Done! I'm sure that's all you guys wanted. Have you seen Perks of Being a Wallflower? Is that out now? I really want to go see it. That's good. Someone said shout out to my friend who couldn't see the live show. Shout out to friend who couldn't see the live show. I'm sorry you couldn't be here. But yeah. Milla M, is in Geneva in Switzerland. That's a nice place to live. Grats. You ever coming to New York? Probably. I'd like to. Any more Twinkies in your future? Not if I can help it, because they're disgusting. Do you have Pokemon Black and White 2 yet? So many things I haven't seen. So many things I don't have. No. I need to get Pokemon. I need to catch up with Doctor Who. I need to watch loads of things at the cinema. Thanks for the extra minute, apparently. I don't remember saying that. Someone said, strike a pose. Wow, that was an unintentionally feminine hand, wasn't it? It's because I've got my elbow is like propping me up, so I can't do anything with my hand without it looking intensely camp right now. Oh, hi guys. Okay. I'm not gonna even go there. Do. Do you ever consider coming to Maine? Probably go to lots of places in America one day. Oh, yeah. It's funny. Funny, I accidentally bought exactly the same bed sheets as Phil, just in black. You know how Phil has these checkered, like, well, not checkered, but the blue bed sheets. I was on the internet for ages, and I was just like, I can't, I'm not going to find my ideal bed sheets. I just need to buy something. I bought these black and white bed sheets, and then turned out they're exactly the same as Phil's, but in black and white, which is funny. Oh God, I'm such a dork. But yeah, sorry I haven't been posting videos on my side channel. I think it's just that with Danisnotonfire every week and Super Amazing Project every week, which each take like 2 days, as well as doing live shows for you guys, and just the other stuff that I do with my life, it seems that spending a day making a side channel video just isn't something I need to do. It would just make everything else in my life worse. So that's on the back burner. I was in a different place when I said that I needed to do the side channel. I'm not there anymore. But what do we think of... Do people like James Bond? All people will... You have pointy shoulders, said somebody. What is... What is... You have pointy shoulders. Oh my god, Dan, show more leg. Might as well just be freaking naked. Sort your life out. Who... What is your like most listened to artist on iTunes or Spotify? Because I always like looking at my current most listened to artist on Spotify. Do you have like the band or person that's just at the top of your iTunes for whatever reason? I'm not asking you what your favorite band is. I'm saying what is literally just at the top of your iTunes top 25. Panic at the Disco, Muse, My Chemical Romance, Radiohead, Carrie. Owl City, The Kinks, Mayday Parade, Charlie McDonald, Charlie, Scouting for Girls, Lost Alone, Passion Pit, Mumford and Sons, Pink. Let's see what mine is. Mine's probably going to be fucking something or Beyonce, knowing me. Oh, okay, apparently my most listened to artist on Spotify is Marilyn Monroe, followed by Frank Ocean, followed by Muse. What the... When have I even listened to Marilyn Monroe? Jesus. It's so like... Spotify is so stupid. You listen to something once, and then on your Facebook, it's like, all Dan's been doing this week is listening to Justin Bieber. And it's like, no, I listened to it for 20 seconds just so I could understand an internet reference. No hiding from it. Beethoven. Hipster! You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You're not a hipster, but oh my god, Beethoven's at the top of your iTunes. You're such a hipster. Blech. Lana Del Rey. I love a lot of things about Lana Del Rey, but I feel like she's always slightly derpy because obviously she's extremely perfect. But unlike Dita Von Teese, who's obviously very stylish but is completely perfect always, I feel like Lana Del Rey is kind of a bit dorkier and not as artistically perfect as she needs to be for her style. Because you look at some of her videos and it's just slightly derpy. I don't know. Derpy, what does that mean? It means that she's, you know what I mean? She's got the whole like, I'm Lana Del Rey, ooh, style going on, but then she'll just, like the acting will be slightly bad or something, I don't know. Gotta love her though, great. Fantastic music video, half an hour of making out with an old man. Very pretty. The video, not the old man, just so I'd to clarify that. Serena couldn't be here, said a girl, and wants to know what's your favourite Pokemon. Again, like favourite movie, I can't tell you one Pokemon out of all of them. Just gonna say Gengar. I'll go with Gengar. It's my go-to Gengar. Like I say, Kill Bill or Muse. I don't know. Even if they're lies. Do you watch American Horror Story? That's another thing that's coming back. American Horror Story, set in the insane asylum. You should dance to Gangnam Style. Do you really want to see that? Is that going to be that interesting? Have you seen Justin Bieber's latest music video? Yes! I actually fucking love that. Like, I don't, what did I say? Everyone's saying yes. What did I, oh, Gangnam Style. I've already done Gangnam Style. Just, what? No. Why does that go? Yeah, look, oh, whoa, this is, yeah, there we go, okay. I've never really had a problem with Justin Bieber. I found him really annoying for a month when I heard one time because I was just like, oh god, this is an annoying song. But then I was like, I'm not going to hate on him. He's a pop musician, you know what I mean? And the thing is with Justin Bieber's videos, I've always thought that they're kind of a bit crap. Not just in the sense that, no, well, that's a lie. I thought that Boyfriend was shit because, you know how they did that teaser for Boyfriend and it was in like an icy factory with loads of cogs? I was like, don't really like this song by Justin Bieber that much, but this looks like it's going to be a pretty cool video. And then it turned out that it was him just doing donuts in a car in LA. And I was disappointed. And then As Long As You Love Me, it was too much like trying to be a movie and just didn't like it. And I was like, oh, Bieber, stop taking yourself so seriously. But then I watched the video for Beauty and a Beat. This is the thing. I feel the need to stay up to date with like pop culture things that are happening. So when Justin Bieber's album came out, even though I'm not particularly interested in listening to Justin Bieber, I listened to it because I was like, I just want to know what's going on, you know what I mean? So, and I listened to it and I just like, I fucking hate this song when I heard Beauty and a Beat because I was like, this is so generic. This is such a fucking, oh, sorry, oh, Dan, control yourself. Like, oh, this, you know, manufactured pop song and then they just whack Nicki Minaj on it to do some rapping. You know, it's so Nicki Minaj, isn't it? They just plonked onto some pop song. Awful. Not that I don't like Nicki Minaj, I just quite like Nicki Minaj whilst I'm saying that. So yeah, when I was listening to it by Troy, who has to go to bed. Troy? Is that a boy called Troy? It's cool. Cool name. Good, cool name. And if you're a girl, then I guess that's also a cool name. Either way. But yeah, I didn't think that the song was that good. Bye, Bradley. But then I watched the video and I thought it was awesome. I thought it was really good. I mean, I hate that they did the whole, oh my god, breaking news, Justin Bieber's had his laptop stolen, naked pictures bullshit. And it turned out to all be, and then, oh, it was the music video and someone uploaded it. It was stupid. But I actually really liked the video. I thought it was good and it made me like the song. But Nicki Minaj looks so stupid. Like, oh my god. Nicki Minaj looks great in her own videos. Apart from Starships, was the cheapest and worst video ever. But you know what I mean? It's like Nicki Minaj makes sense in Nicki Minaj videos looking like Nicki Minaj. But then when it's like a rapper's video or a random pop person and then Nicki Minaj just appears bright pink with like green hair, it just looks like so stupid. And then the thing is, like, this whole video, this Justin Bieber video, I was like, I'm really, like, enjoying watching this. And then it's just, like, all these people getting wet in a water park, basically. It was just loads of people, like, having fun in a water park. And then Nicki Minaj just completely dry at the end of some runway, looking like plastic. And she she just looks wrong. You know what I mean? I feel like they put some kind of weird lens on Nicki Minaj music videos to make her look normal, and then everything else, you just suddenly realize how kind of ridiculous she looks with her massive butt. It was funny. I just got here and all I heard was people getting wet. We're discussing Justin Bieber's new music video and how I didn't like the song, but then the music video made me like the song, and how Nicki Minaj is a bit weird. Someone said, "Who the fuck are you?" I guess that makes sense if you're on Younow and you're on things. Yeah, I should say this once because I can imagine people are probably like, "What's even happening?" If you don't know who I am, press the YouTube button. There we go. End of that conversation. Her butt scares the crap out of me. Is it real? Is Nicki Minaj's butt real? That's the meaning of life. Probably not, is probably just the answer to that question. I feel like she's probably really short, so she looks like she has this incredible body, but then she's probably just really tiny, so it's not that, you know what I mean? No, everyone's going. Kelsey said, "It's fake. Don't touch it." Okay, I'll try not to. I'll try not to touch Nicki Minaj's butt, just in case it explodes. As real as fan, you decide. Good one, yeah. Do-do-do. But yeah, okay, tangent. Oh my god, I have the attention span of a fucking watermelon, seriously. So, oh yeah, Dan, start talking about this interesting thing that people want to hear about, and then I'm like, what's that? Shiny object? Sorry. If you don't know who the hell I am, press the Twitter button or the YouTube button, and it'll link you to my things. And if you haven't yet, then I do a live show. I try to do it around 9 o'clock on a Tuesday, but I don't try to be too organised because otherwise it makes it not the point, which is informal. So if you log in by clicking log in, then skip, and then press be a fan, it'll tell you when I do a live show thing. So hey, nice to meet you. If you don't know who I am, and you're probably going to be terrified of this chat because everyone's talking about skin peeling fan fiction and poo websites and stuff like that, but that's what I'm about. So hey, new people, and good luck. But yeah, I don't know. What did you guys think? Goodbye, Paris P, who has to go. Cool name. What are your thoughts on Alexander Rybak? He stole my heart. I don't even swing that way, and I fell in love with him. Alexander Rybak. If you don't know who that is, he won Eurovision Song Contest by playing the violin and being a bit weirdly European. It was such a good song. I'm not gonna. You're gonna be like, how the hell do I spell Ryback? If you just Google Alexander Rybak, I think the song is called Fairy Tale. No, it is called Fairy Tale. The violin guy. I don't care if you're a straight male. You're gonna fall in love with him. Okay. Don't even lie to yourself. Don't put up an act. Got no time for that. He has caterpillar eyebrows. Alexander Rybak. He looks like crab sticks. What about Euphoria? I fucking loved Euphoria. Oh my god. I forget that, like, in England, it's about 30% of people give a shit about Eurovision Song Contest. No one in America has a clue who Alexander Rybak or Loreen are, or what the hell is going on with Jedward in Eurovision Song Contest. But for the rest of Europe, like, oh my god, if you're from Sweden or Norway, you must have just not heard about anything other than Loreen for ages. I love that song so much. It was so intense. It was so intense. Let's listen to that now. I'm gonna put Euphoria on. Can I do that? I suppose it's not like YouTube. I can play songs. It's so intense. It's so intensely 90s. It's so trancey. Eternity's an open door. Oh my god, Loreen. She's so cool with her fringe. She looks so cool. She's like, look at my angsty eyes. Yeah. Oh my god, so epic. Best song ever. Oh my god. I fucking love that song. It's so 90s. It's so like, it's kind of so like awful and European, because it's like that's what everyone heard. It's like Cascada, you know what I mean? It's like no one makes music like that anymore. And then like in the middle of Europe they do it and it's just the best thing ever. I just love how intense it is. It's great. Euphoria by Loreen, if you haven't heard it. It'll be your jam in a week's time. Trust me. What song is this? This is Euphoria by Loreen, and it won the Eurovision Song Contest, and it's really intense, and I like it a lot. Euphoria. Okay, enough of that. Some people that probably are just like, all they're into is rock music. Dan, shut the fuck up. Yeah. Thanks, Johnny R, for putting me in jail. It's funny, when someone puts someone in jail on Younow, it actually costs loads of Younow coins, so it's actually like a gesture of love. Like, the most expensive thing you can do, if you look under the chat and go all the way to the right, the most expensive thing you can do is throw tomatoes at somebody. So even though it's supposed to be really rude, throwing tomatoes at someone, it's kind of a gesture of love, because it's like, it's really freaking expensive, so it's like the ultimate expression of love is pelting someone with tomatoes on this website. Alexander Ryback kind of looks like crabsticks. He does. He's Dan. You like things that are intense. Good one. You can't impress me by marrying me, guy who did that. It costs so much less than throwing tomatoes. I'm so sorry. How's Supernote going? We're still blitzing it, us guys. We know we the best. We're Gangnam Style. Thug Life. We're gangsters. We're just... Seriously, no one can stop us. We're too hood for the rest of the internet is basically what it's about. No one, it's just like... Bleh, bleh, dinosaurs coming away. Don't even bother. We'll just drive by you. Feel sorry for Daily Grace, because she's hammering it every day. Spamming her people. They're probably getting a bit bored of it, and we're just like... Pfft. Even if you haven't entered, you don't have to worry about that anymore, because we're winning. I'm aware that... I think it's like... this is a YouTube competition, by the way. If you're wondering what we're on about, it's basically a YouTube competition where people have to just sing a note for as long as they can, and my team on YouTube is winning. So like us guys, me and my YouTube subscribers are winning the competition because the most people have posted video responses to it, which is really cool. We're winning it a lot. But it's funny because it's got like 430,000 views, but only 4,000 people have responded, or maybe a bit less. So it's like 1 in 100, it's a 1 in 10,000 people have taken part. So I understand you might not want to get off your butt, but you don't have to feel bad because I'm kind of winning for the moment, so it's okay. It's okay. Do you go to I Am Am I Who Am I? No, I went to see I Am Am I Who Am I live. Well, I was going to, but then it clashed with the Frankenweenie premiere, and that was kind of more of a once-in-a-lifetime thing, going to a Tim Burton premiere, so I went to that, which was a bummer. And then my friend Harry said it was really good, and I was well gel. I said that ironically, by the way. I'd never use the phrase well gel. Seriously. Ironically. Everything I do is ironic, which is bad. A lot of people think I'm being rude or offensive when I'm being sarcastic. They think I'm being serious. People have first world problems. I have Dan's sense of humor problems where people think I'm being offensive and I'm just joking. I feel like I should have a constant, like, flashing warning sign at the bottom saying, "Warning, warning, Dan is joking. Don't get offended." People who don't know humor. The thing is, it's like, back in the day, I could obviously be really sassy, as half of you would probably call it, and it would just be funny because only people that get my sense of humor would be following me. Whereas now, because I've got like loads of followers now, which is cool, it's just really, it's nothing other than really cool. I like that my videos are basically just making... Don't tell me not to touch my cut, stop judging me. Okay, yeah, obviously, like, the more people find me, there's going to be some people that either are, foreign language speakers, so don't really get British sarcastic humor. Other people that probably just don't understand English words that well. Other people that just don't understand irony and my sense of humor. And probably, without being rude, I'm not being rude, I'm just stating the obvious, some people that are unfortunately probably just so stupid that they can't tell I'm joking. So even though, obviously, if I say something sassy on Twitter, people are like, "Oh, Dan, that was funny." I'm going to offend some people. It's unfortunately I've gotten to this stage where no matter what I do, someone is not going to understand my intentions, and I just have to deal with that. I understand that most of you guys get my sense of humor, but other people are like, "Oh my God, Dan, you're so rude," and I'm like, "No, I was being funny. Stop." Oh God, don't get offended. It was supposed to make you laugh. My life. My life. You know your sarcasm's good when people think you're serious. I guess I can think of that. But when there's like Twitter drama because people think I've been rude to someone and I was like, I was making a joke. Oh well, get over it. What is the word for sassy? Because I swear I would, I resent that word. I seriously, if people call me sassy, it just makes me want to bang my head against the table. What's the what did I say before people were like, "Oh my God, Dan, you're so sassy." But that's your sense of humor. You know what I mean? It's like people saying, "Oh my God, Dan, you're so sassy." That's them being jokey towards me. You know what I mean? People are just saying, "It's sarcastic, Dan. Feisty. Impertinent," said Robert M. Good word. Good word, Robert. I like it. Thank you. You know what I mean? So it's like sometimes I get annoyed because people are like, "Oh my God, Dan, you twat, something, 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 something about me being late with my videos." And then I have to remind myself that that is my sense of humor that my followers are using to make me laugh. And it's like, well, I can't be a massive hypocrite and not get when someone else is making a joke right now. So I understand. Yeah, it's funny. But I think it's funny. I literally think that I have the funniest followers. Because I mean, think about it. I mean, let's think who's really big on YouTube that has crazy followers. Who is like really dedicated fans and stuff like that. Because say Vlogbrothers on average probably have more intelligent fans, whereas PewDiePie PewDiePie's fans are quite good. Jenna Marbles, Smosh, Toboscus, Shane Dawson. Yeah, these are good examples. Other people might have more. Yeah, but I can't. Can you think of anyone else whose followers are funnier? I can't. I'm not. I'm not being like my followers are the best because I'm talking about you. So this is basically. I'm just flirting with you right now. But I mean, I can't think of because you go to Shane Dawson's videos and people will be saying funny things in the comments, but then there'll be a lot of annoying people that aren't saying. I think that I seriously probably have the funniest because whenever I check my replies on Twitter or Tumblr, it's like when people decide to make a trending topic, it's not in a stupid, big-headed, "Oh my God, I love you so much," Dan way, kind of like One Direction. It's like the only time my Twitter followers ever make a trending topic about me, if it's like trying to get Dan smells trending or something, you know what I mean? Something like that. And that's why it's funnier, because then I don't feel like people that hate Justin Bieber would hate me just because I have internet followers, because like everything is kind of laughing at me in a good way. You know what I mean? Nerd fighters can be very funny. They can. Yeah, that's a good example. Yeah, they can. They're good fans as well. But I honestly think the comments on my videos and just the things that people say on Twitter and the comics that people post to my Facebook page and my Tumblr tag, I literally can't think of anyone else that like constantly have the like just the funniest things happening. And I'm not going to say most creative because obviously a lot of people have really awesome pictures drawn of them and stuff like that, and there's definitely a lot of really good creativity for people that like me and people that like Phil on Tumblr. But I just like that there's so many people because I feel like I have a weird sense of humor that obviously gets misinterpreted so much that it's good that there's so many people on the internet that like my videos that also share the same kind of humor. I think like we've all found each other in this weird part of the internet where we all cry about how we're barely functioning humans because of all these awful things we do. Oh right, that was basically the bio. If you don't know who I am and you're wondering why 7,000 people are watching me on Younow, 6,000, 8,000, it's just because my life is awful. Yeah, it's not. I'm joking. Is Phil there? He's probably being sad about a bad strawberry mousse he had earlier. I think he's doing video stuff because he hasn't made a video in like 2 weeks. See, I have been bleeding out of my face because I've been making so many videos recently and doing busy stuff. Phil has been busy and then not also tried to make weekly YouTube videos. So I've been kind of bleeding and exhausted. We'll be able to. Goodbye. I imagine that people probably have to go to bed for school and stuff tomorrow, so I won't drag this out for too much longer because it's been a fun hour. It's been a good hour. But yeah, so goodbye to anybody that has to go. I promise not to be too interesting. But yeah. Favorite track from the Second Law. This is Muse's new album, The Second Law, if you're wondering. Um, I really like Panic Station a lot. I think Unsustainable is probably the most epic song. Panic Station is incredibly awesome. Animals is the one that I'd say if I want to be a hipster and stand out a bit. Unless you hate Muse, in which case I'm sorry. Sorry for your life. Where did you get the hoodie that you were wearing on the last Super Amazing project? It's a website that sells Korean clothing. If you don't know, this is something I try to remind people every month or so. My goal in life is just to be Asian, basically. I strive to just look more Korean as my life progresses, and wearing Korean clothes is something that I try to do, to just desperately try to be Asian. It's not, I quite like Isolated System, it's good, yeah. Haha, what? So again, this is me kind of joking right now, so don't take me kind of serious, but generally, yeah. I think I described my sense of style, my clothing style, as like K-pop meets death, like a funeral slid into a tar pit. Everything I own is black. And then I buy t-shirts that aren't black, and people call me hipster because they're purple or they've got cats on them. Someone said, "You're friends with Harry Styles, yeah?" No, I've met him a couple times, and I'm friends with Nick Grimshaw, who's friends with him, but I'm not personally friends with Harry Styles, no. I'd like to be. He's a pretty cool guy. Amanda says, "How scripted are your videos?" It depends on the kind of video that I make. Obviously, if it's like if I'm doing something with someone else, they're completely unscripted. Um, Generally, with my videos, obviously the sketchy bits, because I like to tell stories by cutting away to little sketches. Because the if like my video style is that basically I'm kind of like I'm a vlogger basically. I tell stories. I'm not a prankster, you know what I mean? I'm a guy that is an opinion sharer and a storyteller. That's what Danisnotonfire is. I make a video on my YouTube channel when I want to talk about something, if I have a story to tell or I have something to say, you know, a point to make. And instead of just talking at the camera for 7 minutes, which can get a bit boring, sometimes I tell stories using sketches just because it's more interesting with videos. So obviously I script the sketches, but I don't script the talky bits. I just put bullet points and then waffle for ages and then desperately cut it down. Like seriously, a typical Dan video, I'll talk for like an hour. I'll just put a bullet point and then I'll be like, and now Dan, you can just talk about this thing, and then I'll just waffle about it and then just sit there going, oh God, stop talking. What are you wearing this Halloween? I don't know. Am I doing something for Halloween this year? I should find out. Goodbye, people have to go. So people are saying that they have to go to school, like Maddie R in the chat. Where are you living where you have to go to school right now? Someone said that they have 8 tabs open because I keep telling them to open tabs. Skinfic, Ankylosaurus, Euphoria by Loreen. It's been varied. Belgium, Germany, Australia. Those are very different places that have school soon. I suppose Australia could be like completely 12 hours difference, but then that sort of doesn't make sense. Israel, what you? No, do you have school in Israel or are you just from? Oh yeah, I guess Norway. You don't have school in Norway. Or no, surely it's. Let me get this right. In Norway, it's probably like it's either 2 a.m. or like 5. Is it ahead? It's Australia, yeah. Hey Australians, good luck at school. Sorry that you have to go to school. I kind of don't want to end this because I've been having fun. Let's do this again. Um, we'll talk about music and I'll play more Eurovision songs. I'll get giddy about Eurovision songs. I didn't do a live show last week, so I'll do another one to make up for it. Maybe tomorrow or Thursday or something. If I have to upload my video on Friday this week, then I'll do another one on Thursday. I don't. It's just a lot of people have to go because they probably have to sleep or go to school. I'll keep going for like another 5 minutes, and by that I mean 10 minutes. Do 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 do. Can you read sheet music? No, I have to. I have to literally write the letter of each note under notes on sheet music, and that's how I learn songs. It's not the way to do it. You have to play the humming intro game again. No, that was a disaster. I'll play. What's the song you're humming? Um, might be Loreen. Might be a casual bit of Loreen I was humming. Incepted everybody into listening to that. And by that you mean half an hour, said Izzy. I don't know. It's good. I just got here and you're going to leave. Well, that's the thing about Younow. It does save every broadcast, so it won't be live. But if you have to go now, or you have to go in 5 minutes, all the live shows are recorded. So if you don't want to miss out on anything, and you care that much, then you can just go to my profile and skip forward until when you had to leave. So it's okay. You can go. You can go. I understand that. It's I have followers from all over the world. You guys are in a variety of countries from all over Europe and America and Australia and Oceania. So there's going to be some. Karina Y just said, "Take off your shirt." Karina was going so well, and then you had to go there. I've gotten re-obsessed with Deantword. Third. How do you pronounce that? Why, Dan? Are you cutting yourself? No, a table fell on me. I'm okay. I'm. You can't make jokes about self-harm. No, a table fell on me. That's what happened. Okay, jeez. They're awesome. They are, aren't they? Does anybody know who? Is it pronounced Deantword? The answer, the South African rap people. Does anybody know who they are? I can imagine probably less people know who they are than people know who One Direction are in this chat. Has anyone heard of them? Probs not. If someone said they're scary, they are scary, but scary is cool sometimes. No. It's hey, want to tab something? We'll do this again. It'll be interesting to know. Because, for example, I think they're really cool. I'm into all kinds of music, though. You know what I mean? It's like I listen to classical music, and I have Kesha album, and then I listen to like Metallica, but then I have opinions on Justin Bieber's new music video, and then I'm listening to European Eurovision winning Swedish trance music. I listen to a lot of music. I went through a Dolly Parton phase, guys. I listened to a lot of metalcore, said somebody. Yes. I've gone through a phase of every music, and when I say a phase of every music, I mean every week. It's usually an evening. I'll be like, I'm in the mood to listen to rap music, and I'll go on a massive Kanye West binge, or I'll be like, I'm in a singing mood, and then I'll listen to loads of Beyonce, and then I'll be like, I want to listen to Radiohead now. Rebecca Black said somebody. Great, yeah, but I like Deantword as well. If you want to know what I'm talking about. Country, yeah. I like really old country. I don't like modern country that's overproduced other than Taylor Swift. Can't nothing wrong with a bit of T-Swizz. She's cool. Blink 182, oh yeah, pop punk. Gorillaz, oh yeah, big fan of Gorillaz. Elvis, I haven't gotten into Elvis yet. That's a to-do list. I'm aware that Elvis is good, but I haven't done that yet. Taylor Swift! McFly! Queen! Yeah, that was like I think there's a moment in everybody's life where you suddenly realise who Queen are. Because it's like you'll have heard Bohemian Rhapsody, and you'll have heard Another One Bites the Dust, and you'll have heard We Will Rock You, and you'll have heard all these songs, and then there'll become a single moment where you suddenly realise all of these songs were by one band, and you're like, holy crap. It's like the day I realised who Elton John was, and I was like, every fucking song ever is an Elton. I'd known all of these songs, and then I suddenly realised they were by Elton John. Someone said in the chat, this is an interesting point, Goodbye, people that have to go. Generally, goodbye. If you have to go at some point, then goodbye. But yeah, Elvis is shit because someone else wrote his songs. Didn't other people write Michael Jackson songs? You know what I mean? That's the thing. It's like, that's what you have to consider because Justin Bieber doesn't write his own songs, but Drake writes his own songs. Kesha probably doesn't write her own songs. Taylor Swift does write her own songs. But how much is that important? Because as much as that's important, the general talent, because you know what I mean? It's like Michael Jackson might not have been a musician, but he obviously was insanely talented in every other way. Someone said Justin writes his songs. Justin probably contributes towards his songs, but I don't think he does that much. You know what I mean? I suppose that's a lot of the reason why people like bands, I guess, because they like their songs. I think it's only pop music where people don't, but then I don't think it's bad. Someone said, Justin does write his songs. Okay, guys, Justin Bieber has probably written a few of his songs. I'm just saying that obviously he doesn't make everything. I don't imagine Justin Bieber sitting in front of GarageBand and making the whole of All Around the World, okay? That's all I'm saying. Whereas My Chemical Romance completely make their own song. That doesn't mean that Justin Bieber's bad, because Justin Bieber is a great singer. So, you know what I mean? Ed Sheeran writes all his songs, and that's what makes them perfect. There we go. They're performers, not musicians. Well, singing is still a talent, you know what I mean? It's like, I'd say Beyonce is a musician, because how amazing Beyonce is at singing and dancing and performing is just as impressive as a singer-songwriter who writes songs on guitar. You know what I mean? Even if Frank Ocean wrote the song for Beyonce and a different guy produced the song for Beyonce, that doesn't mean that Beyonce's not good. You know what I mean? It's a different kind of talent. It's just the difference between being an instrumental musician and a vocal musician. Lol, who's Elton and T-Swizz? MCR are the shit. It depends what you're into, you know what I mean? It's like some people are probably terrified of My Chemical Romance, or think they're really lame, or just don't like rock music. And then I can imagine to the people that are just Gerard Way is their life, it's like, why the hell would I listen to Justin Bieber, you know what I mean? The Beach Boys, they made their own songs. That's the thing, I think the reason why people like the Beach Boys and the Beatles are so good is because they're like global conquerors that completely, you know, have their own sound and stuff. The XX, they're good. If I'm honest, I don't think... Reese W has just typed into the chat, you know what I mean? I have about 8 phrases that I constantly say, which is like, yeah, but, so anyway, yeah, but seriously, you know what I mean? And like, so if you hear me saying those things constantly, you just have to accept that I can't form sentences without repeating those phrases. How about blood on the dance floor? Jeffree Star. I'm a fan of Jeffree Star's existence. I'm a fan of his fucking dogs that he died like a rainbow. What a crazy bitch. That probably sounds like a compliment. Oh my god, that's a crazy bitch, Jeffree Star. I meant that. What is up with your Tumblr tag? What's never up with my Tumblr tag? What's never up with my Facebook wall? That's just... Ask yourself that. You're part of my followers. It's not my responsibility. 10, you've got Euphoria stuck in my head. I'm sorry. To dissect you all. Coldplay! People bash Coldplay, but they've obviously written a lot of extremely, extremely amazing songs. I mean, people like Coldplay are shit, Coldplay are boring, oh my god, they collabed with Rihanna, what the hell. But, you know, they're responsible for some truly excellent songs, Coldplay, aren't they? So, don't be mean to Coldplay. Marilyn Manson. Fucking love Marilyn Manson. I feel like, okay, I'm not going to go into this. As a little tangent, are you religious? Convenient. Yasmin said I say convenient a lot. I think I do. Are you religious? And when I say this, I don't mean half-assedly believe in God like everyone in England does. Everyone in England is like, I guess I'm a Christian, when it basically means that they're an atheist and they've never thought about it before. Are you Christian? Are you Hindu? thinking I might take up Buddhism to find some inner peace. Nope, nope, not at all. Yes. Catholic. Literally. I'm a Jew atheist, said Becca M. That's funny. Buddhist, said Stella H. Yeah. When you leaving, said Richie. Soon. I'm having a lot of fun, so I don't want to, but I will. Probably in 2 minutes. Ba 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 da da da. Is it a Donnie Darko t-shirt? Yeah. An intense Jake Gyllenhaal wielding an axe. It's a good t-shirt. I was playing Connect once, and it wouldn't work because it thought that Jake Gyllenhaal's face was the guy trying to play Connect, and it was like, what the fuck is this mutant that's trying to play fucking... Yeah. I don't care that much. Heather M. is Christian. Sarah is an agnostic atheist. UCS is a Christian, so, you know, I'm not going to bash religion. I was going to say something that, someone said something about, oh yeah, Marilyn Manson. That's a really interesting story, actually, so I'm going to save that. But yeah. Basically, once I went to church and I felt a bit intimidated, so then I went home and I listened to Marilyn Manson to try and balance my equilibrium. Because if you say, like, these are the scales of life, I felt like after this day I'd had a bit too much Jesus. So then I went home and I listened to loads of Marilyn Manson because I felt the need to balance my life out. I'm such a strange person. But yeah, okay. I'm going to go now. So this has been fun. Let's talk about music more, because this has been great. I'll do another live show. Because of the guy that I'm collabing with that wants to make a video, I don't know if I'm going to post this video on Thursday this week, which is annoying, because they're supposed to be Danisnotonfire Thursdays. But at the worst, it'll be a Friday. So if you don't know who I am, and you've just been listening to this convo, then you should press the YouTube button down there, or the Twitter button, to find out who I am. Or if you're just lurking, press the Be a Fan button to watch my next live show, which I do every Tuesday. We can have more things. People don't want me to go. I kind of don't want to go, but people have to leave, so I don't want to make people late for school. So I'll do this again. So there'll be a new live show next Thursday. No, next Tuesday. Live show on Tuesday, but then I'll do another one this week sometime. So if you follow me on Twitter or Facebook, then I will do a surprise live show. I'll try not to make it a surprise. I'll try to tell you earlier, sometime this week. So yeah, that'll be fun. Stay! Nobody cares about school. Don't get an education. Ain't nobody got time for that. You don't need to know anything about maths. Just stay here and talk about Eurovision Song Contest and fan fiction. An evening with Dan. But yeah, okay. So we've had fun. We'll do this again next time. I'll get the energy levels going, and then we'll start waffle about music, because that's fun. But yeah, okay, goodbye. If you're in Australia and you have to go to school, good luck. If you're in Europe and you should have been in bed ages ago, then listen to Loreen, and good night. And if you're American, I'm sorry that I have to end the live show early, because I know you could probably watch me for another 2 hours. So goodbye, everybody. Peace. Have a good rest of Tuesday. Have a sexy Wednesday. And look forward to my video that'll either be up on Thursday or Friday. Bye, guys. It's been really fun chatting with you. Ciao. See you next time. It's been good.